Hi there, this is David Ribello from David Books and Comics, and today I want to talk about Spider-Woman. And this is a facsimile reprint of Edge of the Spider-Verse uh, with one of the initial appearances of um, Gwen Stacy as Spider-Woman. And if many of you know, the Gwen Stacy character was killed in Amazing Spider-Man number 121. She first appeared back in the 1960s in the pages of Amazing Spider-Man number 31. The character of Gwen Stacy was created by artist Steve Ditko and writer Stan Lee. The appearance of Gwen Stacy in this issue really takes place in what's called Earth 65. It's called an alternate universe Earth. So in this issue, Gwen Stacy is very much alive, and Peter Parker is extant, but as a very different character. So we can flip the pages, and you'll see. And there's Gwen Stacy with her rock band. The Mary Janes, they're called. There's Mary Jane Watson, an alternate version of Mary Jane Watson. And there's Gwen Stacy getting bitten by a radioactive spider. And there's the lizard, aka, believe it or not, Peter Parker. And here is J. Jonah Jameson railing against the Spider-Woman, Spider Gwen, for the murder of Peter Parker. It's definitely alternate universe stuff. And there's Captain Stacy, who in the Amazing Spider-Man comics was the father of Gwen Stacy, and who is actually leading the police to capture Spider-Woman. It's a very interesting premise. This is Matt Murdock, and this is the character of the Rhino, actually, who was, as many know, a major villain in the Spider-Man comic books. And a villain of the Incredible Hulk also. So that's what this issue takes place. It tells this story. The art is quite spectacular. Here, Captain Stacy finally confronts Spider-Woman, and lo and behold, he finds out that she is none other than his own daughter. So, spoiler alert, if you're going to look at this video to be aware. Anyway, so that's that. And then in the second series, we have this. This is the radioactive Spider Gwen. This is number 1. Same writers, artists, and colorists. And we have the confrontation there, as you saw in the previous episode. And here we go. Greater power, it says. Excellent artwork, by the way. Cartoony in style, but in many ways, the characterization is excellent, actually. You get to see emotions, the use of colors, the use of contrasts, everything you can think about in art is well used here. So that's issue number 1. The Radioactive Spider, it's called. And here it gives you background data and origin story and superpower qualities of Spider-Woman. All right. So that's number 1. side. And then we have number 2. This is Radioactive Spider Gwen number 2. It gives you the previous. The continuity, actually the continuity is quite good. I'm not generally a big fan of modern comic books, but the way they've highlighted this story, these creators, is excellent in my view. They're respectful to the source material created by Stan Lee and Ditko way back, but at the same time basically invent their own universe and create their own character. Wonderfully done. All right, so that's that. So that's number 2. And this is number 3. Of the story arc called Greater Power. That's Matt Murdock, aka the Daredevil, but he's not in costume in these things, in this story arc. And remember that from the television series. There we go. Very nicely done. This is from 2015, 2016. And there's Matt Murdock explaining what his facts of his story in this universe. And you can see we already know who he is. And guess who this is? With the good Ditko style, Romita style haircut. That's Harry Osborn as, guess who? The Green Goblin. All right. So that's that. And I don't have number 4. I believe this is number 5. And it says previously. Just to give you a sense, the artwork. Yeah, Jason Latour, the artist, is Chris Visions. So the colorist is still Renzi. So, yeah, Greater Power Part 5. So this is part of that story arc. I'm missing number 4. Thicker Lines, a different artist. Give you a sense of the style of the auteurs. All right, so that's that. There's the cover of the next issue, number 6. So that's that, and I'll show you some more of the Spider Women. I just flipped through the covers of the comics. So this is number 7, Spider Gwen, Spider Women. And this is number 8. Number 9. That's number 10. Beautiful covers, by the way. Very original. Great use of coloring. And this is number 12. Now I'll show you another character you'll see in the Edge of the Spider-Verse movie, and that's a character called Silk. And Silk is I believe her character takes place in the regular Spider-Man universe. And how the story goes is that Silk is in the same class that's visiting that presentation on radioactivity, where Peter Parker gets bitten by the radioactive spider. So as the spider bites Peter Parker, it falls to the ground and then slowly crawls over and bites another student. It turns out to be a character named Cindy Moon, actually, who's actually Korean. She gets bitten, and she becomes this, basically has the same kinds of powers as Peter Parker, as Spider-Man, and becomes this masked vigilante type character called Silk. So that's who you see here. And that's probably a version of Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus. Here she's already in her alter ego, and the style of the artwork, it looks like a bit like Spider Gwen. It looks a bit cartoony, but don't let it detract you from the quality of the writing and the very excellent type artwork. So here she's fighting, okay, a Hydra monster. All right, so that's that. And to be continued. All right, that's Silk. So move that aside. And here we have, this is number 3. So I don't have number 1, obviously. This is number 3. Number 1, because it is a number 1, usually has great value with collectors. I don't have the alternate covers. I have what's called the A covers. So anyway, so this is number 3. The writer is Robbie Thompson, artist Stacy Lee, color artist is Ian Herring. Lots of action. Everything that you would want to satisfy a comic book buyer. There you go. So that's that. And guess who shows up? It's the Black Cat. Doing her fancy stuff. Again, this takes place in the universe of Peter Parker and the regular Amazing Spider-Man, and that's in the heart image. You have the Johnny Storm, Human Torch, along with his friend Silk. I believe this is the A cover. And there's Galactus, makes a sudden appearance. And an appearance, a crossover appearance of the Fantastic Four. There's Reed Richards. All right. The Thing. Ben Grimm. To give you a sense. Yep, well drawn. So what is this? Just look, see if it has. Yeah, that's from 2015. And this is number 5 in the series, and number 6. And then the second series, you can just go through the initial issues. Just put that aside. This is number 1 of the second series. And number 7. Number 8. Number 9. These are great covers, actually. Number 10. Number 11. 12. 13. And 14 is the last one I have up to date. All right, so to this date, I should say. So I hope you enjoyed this foray into some of the characters that you'll see in that when you go see that Spider-Verse film, which has just been released and is very popular. I hope you enjoyed just looking through these books. If you did, remember to give me that thumbs up for like, and thanks everyone for subscribing. The channel is continually growing with well over 200 subscribers, and feel free to comment, and if you want to know more information, I can respond, and if I don't know the information the answers, I can link to excellent resources within the YouTube channels that are extant. All right, thanks everyone for watching. Okay, bye.